Well, hello, everybody. I'm Michael Oakley, and I'm very excited to show you something special today. So, I've been working on a new preset bank for the Patch Bay, and the very first preset bank I ever did was 5 years ago, and it was for TAL-U-NO-LX. So I did a volume one of that. It was like a small bank. It had 32 sounds, and then I followed that up the year after with a volume two, and again that had another 32 sounds. So I felt that 5 years on, that it would be a good time to go back and do another bank. And do the mother of all banks, to be quite honest, because TAL-U-NO is a wonderful synthesizer. For anyone who's not familiar with it, let me just give you a quick description. TAL-U-NO-LX is basically a emulation of a Roland Juno 106 or a Juno 60. It's kind of somewhere between those two. And as you can see, it's got the same visual aesthetic. It's got the classic chorus, and now on the latest version of TAL-U-NO, there's a delay and a reverb. Now that unlocks a lot of potential, even though it might just be simple delay, simple reverb. Those effects are timeless, and they add a certain ambience or atmosphere, just a certain spacious character to sounds, which, when sounds are dry, it can be quite hard to sort of get a picture of what you want to do with those sounds when they're like that, because then you have to go and affect them yourself and add that extra character to sort of make it fit within the world of the music that you're creating. So this bank is very special because I didn't do 32 presets this time. I decided to do a double bank. So basically, as you can see here, 72 presets. Got Arps, basses, bells, pads, and synthesizer sounds. And the patches that say Redux, so Crockett and Tubbs Redux, Drive Redux, Being Boiled Redux. I picked, so I think there's 10 sounds from the previous banks that I had created, and I decided to reimagine them. I felt like they deserved a facelift, and especially in light of the new effects section being added. I felt they were my favourite sounds from those two banks. But don't worry, because I've included a legacy folder within this bank, so that anyone who purchases this bank will get a legacy folder that contains all of the sounds from the previous two banks that I did 5 years ago. So let's go through some of these sounds and take a listen, and I'll sort of go through them. So some of the Arps. on to the bass section. I'm not going to go there. So as you can hear already, you know, through the range of sounds, I've really went for very sort of, you know, classic sounds but different sounding tones. You know, my kind of goal with this is, if you look, there's 25 different bass sounds. So, you know, my ethos when I'm trying to work and I'm trying to get a track happening is I want to find the closest proximity sound to what I'm looking for. So, you know, if you're using this pack, then you would very easily be able to flick through the sounds and find the closest approximation to what you're looking for. And then from that, either you would use that sound or you could use it as a sort of jumping off point to do a couple of tweaks to the sound to make it exactly how you want it for your track. To forgive a little bit of the latency on this screen recording software that I'm using. It's got just a little bit of a latency, which is, it's a bit annoying, but bear with me. I'm trying here. sounds also, they cover a wide range of, sort of electronic genres: synthwave, retrowave, synth pop, electronica. I mean, these are really great for just any style. I didn't want to keep it. It's called retro power tools because I want it to have it can cover all of those types of sounds for any sort of genre that you're looking to use. So the bell sounds, I've covered a few ranges of what I consider the classics that the Juno can do. I used to own a Juno 106 a few years back, and I loved it. You get really classic sort of tones out of a Juno, and TAL-U-NO-LX is probably the closest software emulation that I've heard that does that Juno sound really, really well, and the chorus section is just spot on, so it's really great for creating those gorgeous chorus bells. And then the reverb and the delay sort of allows, it adds to that. Here's a classic from the Volume 1 bank, I believe. I really loved this sound from that bank, so I thought, this could really do with some effects and just a little couple of tweaks just to give it a facelift to make it sound more kind of current with this bank. Really playable sounds. I think that's one of the biggest things that I wanted to try and really evoke from this sound set is all the sounds are really great melodic sounds, so they're just really great to play, great for getting melodic ideas happening quickly. But I've really leaned into a lot of the kind of more simple tones that have just a slight processing, using the LFO for movement. Nothing too wacky or crazy. Just really great sounds just to play, to get great ideas if you're, those Juno tones are very simple sounding, but they're gorgeous. They sound great. Romantosaurus Rex, one of my favourites. This is another reimagined patch that's from the old bank. Don't know if any of you out there ever owned a Casio keyboard. I used to own one that was an 80s Casio CT310, and it had this gorgeous piano sound, so I really managed to create that classic CT Casio Tone PT, model piano sound that you got, and it always had that gorgeous after vibrato, so it sounds like this. So as you can hear, there's such a wide range of different types of synthesizer sounds in each subcategory. So I want there to be a really diverse range of sounds for you to be able to choose from and get inspiration from. voices of analog angels.